right, hey there my friend, welcome back to video numero dos in our training series on Total Domination Engineering. My name is Vic Strisius, founder of High Traffic Academy, as you probably already know. At least I hope so, right? If you watched video number one in the training series. Very excited to be back with you, very happy to be back with you here again, and hope you're excited, hope you got something to write with. This video is going to be all about traffic. In fact, this video is going to be about advanced mega traffic. We're going to talk about how to engineer a never-ending stream of traffic that converts. Okay, at the end of the day, that's really what we want. Is we want a lot of traffic that's going to convert for whatever it is that we're promoting, so that at the end of the day, you can make those sales, right? You can build your business, you can make money. And what I'm going to do in this video is I'm actually going to walk you through. Again, it's going to be very, very laid back, right? It's just like you standing next to me here in my studio. And we're just going to be talking, right? I want to teach you some things, my friend, that will be very, very ninja, very stealthy. I want to say very advanced, but I'm going to break it down for you down to the ridiculous. At least that's what that's my intention, right? So that you can get it. Because here's why. When you get this stuff, you'll be able to run your business at the level that 99.9% of marketers are not running. Okay? You can literally go out there and crush it. Okay, I'm going to walk you through some strategies that I'm personally implementing in my business, that I have been implementing, stuff that has been tested and proven to work for me very, very well. I will never teach you theory, right? That was my promise in video number one. So we're gonna have a lot of fun. Hopefully have something to write with. We have a lot of information I want to go over with you. I don't want this to be like a little teaser thing for whatever, right? Like a lot of the gurus out there, you've seen them do that. I literally want this to be an education that you can literally go through it, you can apply it in your business, you can go out there, get results, send me your testimonial, all right? That's really what that's the level, that's how we're gonna cover it. So we're gonna keep it workshop style. We're gonna use the whiteboard, computer. I'm gonna show you behind the scenes here, put you behind my shoulders. You can literally like look what I'm doing on the computer. Let me show you traffic. Let me show you this. Here is the power of this stuff we're going to be talking about today, okay? So I've just logged into one of my autoresponders here. This is a get response, and if I click on this little lock sign over here, it says Safari is using an encrypted connection to getresponse.com. Basically what that means is we're live right now connected to the internet. This is not a screenshot, like a lot of people try to show you a screenshot. This is actually a real connection live, right? Look at this number here, 499,291. This is how many leads, how many subscribers I was able to generate on complete autopilot. I want you to hear me out, because this might go over a lot of people's heads, a lot of people's ears, because this is not typical, okay? If you want to get results that are not typical, you've got to do things that are not typical. And that's one of the strategies that I was implementing in my business personally, okay? It's not something I heard about or read about. I was implementing and playing with it myself, and I was able to get nearly 500,000 leads. Not visitors, leads, subscribers, right, to my autoresponder account without spending a single red cent on marketing, okay? I'm going to walk you through this framework. I'm going to walk you through this strategy, and to be quite frank with you, there's about 3 people to my knowledge in our industry who understand this and who actually are using something like this, and they're teaching this at like the 25,000 and above level, private masterminds, right? So I am literally going to give you an education possibly of a lifetime over here, because I don't know how many people can actually invest $25,000 or more. I've seen people charge $50,000 to share, stuff like this. I want you to go out there and be equipped, right, to become an extraordinary marketer, because my friend, you can do this, okay? If you haven't watched video number one, you want to make sure you watch video number one, because this is a continuation. This is part 2, okay, of 4. So there's 4 parts in this training series. And if you haven't watched video number 1, make sure to click the link above. Listen, don't do it for me, do it for you, okay? It's for you. I don't want to just talk and, and just waste my time over here. I want you to get results if that's what you want. You're here because I think you want to get better results. And my job and my intention, my desire is to teach you. Right? What I know, what worked really well for me, what works for our students, right? And that's how we're going to structure this. All right, so, before we get started, I just want to say this. From video 1, I was looking at some of the responses. I asked you to, let me know how, if everything made sense, what you thought about video number 1. And I just want to say thank you for your feedback. Guys, listen, we've been getting just so many phenomenal, phenomenal, absolutely awesome comments here. So much blessings my way. Listen, that right there was worth it for me to, give you this kind of information, right? I don't hold stuff back because I know where my success comes from, and there is an abundance, right? I'm not worried about giving you, the information that I'm using because, hey, it's not going to take away from what I'm doing anyways, right? There is abundance. I don't believe in scarcity. I believe in abundance. And then so many blessings, man, through these comments. I just appreciate you. If you commented, I appreciate you. If you haven't yet, let me know what you think about this stuff because, I like that two-way communication, right? I like that two-way street, so I know what you're thinking about this, if this makes sense. Again, talking about some complex, strategies, but, my intention is to break it down for you. So we'll get right into it, okay? So let me go ahead and fire up my little good old presentation. I forgot about this too. I was going through some of these comments, and I see this guy, Jeremy Rush, I think his name is, and he posted a comment, and I read his comment, and when I read his comment, immediately I had this flashback to 2012. This was when we first opened, the doors to High Traffic Academy. At that time, it was 1.0, and that's when I started to teach this traffic generation stuff publicly. It was back in 2012, and when I saw this person commenting on the last video, I immediately remembered that he was a student of High Traffic Academy 1.0, and I went back and I dug, the comment that he sent to us, or his testimonial that he sent to us in our private Facebook group for High Traffic Academy 1.0. Again, going back to 2012, take a look at this. Here's what he said. This was back in 2012, right? He said, hey, I now have a list of more than 30,000. Most of these are from London area, and these lists are broken down, blah, blah, blah. So basically, he just wants to say, Vic, thank you so much, right? He goes on to say, I could kiss you, but I think it's best to kiss my woman instead. You know what, Jeremy, you're 100% right, man. But here is his comment that I just saw a couple days ago, right now, today. This, again, that was 2012, and now here's what he says now. Check it out. He says, Vic, thank you for all your mentoring over the years. It's taken my business to a new level, and I'm now in the my own product space with over 16,000 members and growing, all thanks to you, right? And so when I see this kind of stuff, this kind of stuff fires me up. That's why I get up from bed in the morning and do what I do, and I absolutely love it, is because this is the kind of stuff that inspires me. You see what I'm saying? So, my friend, my challenge to you is apply this stuff. Go put it to work, okay? Go at it, right? Go create your own breakthrough because you can, right? You can. I want to, since we're talking about testimonials here, let me put it like this. High Traffic Academy 1.0, when we first started teaching this stuff, right? We were teaching stuff that was relevant at that time. What happened, well, before I tell you what happened, all right, take a look at some of these. Now, back to Jeremy's comment here, he says he is now in his own product space, right? If you watched video one, right, video one, if you haven't, go back and watch it. In video one, again, we covered the 7 steps. We covered a lot of really, really important psychological, strategic stuff when it comes to building a business, creating powerful campaigns. You've got to watch it if you haven't watched it, okay? Watch it. But in that video, I told you that the easiest way to get started making money is to sell somebody else's product first, okay? That's what I do a lot. Then, ultimately, what you want, if you want that, is you want to move into being your own product vendor. That's where you are teaching whatever you're passionate about. That's what you really want, because you can have other people promoting your stuff. You now become a product owner. Now you have your own category, and now you are able to make your own difference, whatever that is. All right? So Jeremy, he did exactly what we were teaching him, right? He started out promoting somebody else's product, made a bunch of money there, and now he's got his own product with 16,000 members. Jeremy, if you're watching this, brother, I just want to say congratulations to you. Great job, man. That's all I'm going to say. Great job. We want to see more stories like that, right? And we have tons and tons and tons of them, obviously. In fact, I want to feature some of these here. Take a look at this. Lee McKenna. This was going back from 2012 from High Traffic Academy 1.0. I'm showing you this for a reason, okay? I'm going to make a point here in just a moment. You want to hang on because some of this stuff I'm going to tell you is going to be subtle. Okay, some of this stuff might go over your ears. You may want to watch this video maybe 2 times, maybe 3 times if you have to get some of these strategies. Because, my friend, what we did in 2012 is we taught principles and traffic generation techniques that were relevant at that time, but it was nowhere near at the level like we're teaching them right now. Okay, and what I'm going to be teaching you in this video is stuff coming directly from High Traffic Academy 2.0 right now with the latest, current, most up-to-date strategies that we apply in our business. Okay, and it's just going to blow everything out of the water. Now, here's what Lee McKenna said in 2012. This is with old, previous versions, right? Over 1,000 leads today, from using HTA traffic tactics. And then he's saying, I'm making around $10,000 a week. Thank you, Vic. Okay. Congratulations, Lee. That's awesome to hear. Another one here, Kwashani. Look at this. This person says he went from 4 cents in his bank account to over $20,000 in 1 month. Saved his life. HTA rocks. Okay. Again, this is our previous testimonials from High Traffic Academy 1.0, but going back to a few years ago. Kevin Williams over here made $35,000 last month from one traffic source from High Traffic Academy. Okay, my friend. Here's what I'm going to tell you. You can do this. I want you, as a matter of fact, I want you to say this with me. Do you believe you can do this? Listen, these people did it. If I did it, I showed you my story, right? I showed you where I started from in the last video. I did it. They did it. You can do it. Say it with me. Say, I can do this. Say it like you mean it. Say it like you mean it. Come on. Say, I can do this. I can do this. It's my time. Listen, it's your time to succeed, okay? The difference between people who are doing it and who are not doing it is knowledge, okay, perspective, and action, okay? I'm going to show you a lot of ideas today, specifically when it comes to traffic. But I do want to talk to you about this thing called discouragement just a little bit, okay? Sometimes when we start a business, sometimes when we run a campaign, it doesn't go the way we want it to be. We might get discouraged, okay? I want you to be aware of that, okay? It's a dream stealer, that discouragement thing. It can be people, it can be events, it can be situations, right? It can be yourself that you can get discouraged. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that in just a moment here, but before I go on, listen, there was one person who sent us a video. His name is Lino, and he's from Italy. And this person, why I'm so passionate about this is because it doesn't matter where you're coming from. It doesn't matter what your experience is. It doesn't matter if you speak English or you don't speak English. It doesn't matter where you live, how many times you failed in the past, my friend. You can do this. I'm 1,000% confident you can do this if that's what you want. All right. Look, the person I want to roll a very short clip video that he sent to us. I want you to watch it because this person, he was ridiculed by his family, right? He did not speak a word of English, but against all odds, he was able to succeed and completely change his life. I want you to take a look at this and I'll be right back.
Hi Vic, from Lino Curci. High Traffic Academy family. This is Lino Curci from Italy, and this is my true testimonial for High Traffic Academy program. Well, when I met Vic Strizaus 3 years ago in another program he launched, I don't speak English. I didn't know anything. I didn't knew anything in English. Nothing. But I was attracted from this guy, from his videos and from this program. When he told, guys, I have another idea about a program, traffic program, I followed him. I believed him 100%. And I become a VIP founder member in High Traffic Academy. This is the true story. And I studied everything in this program. I studied everything. I followed what Vic said about the 30-30-30 law. I studied everything about safe list, blogs, articles, everything, traffic exchange, free traffic, everything to study and for the launch of High Traffic Academy. Well, I had focus about for 6 months before the High Traffic Academy 1 launch, and I never can forget my day in those days about the 7 August 2012 when was the High Traffic Academy launch. My wife and my family they talked, you are crazy. What you are doing? What is this internet marketing, earning online? You are crazy. You need a psycho. Yes, you need a doctor. But I don't follow with them. I continued to have focus to study, and I learned English every day in my car while I was driving. I heard lessons from Bob Proctor, Les Browns, lessons from everything was in English, and I learned and growing every day my English, and my studied about High Traffic Academy. So I'm here to make this video testimonial for High Traffic Academy 2, and I never forget my first day when I earned in Clickbank. The 7th August 2012, I come into my terrace, and it was the 7 a.m. and I opened my PC and my Clickbank account, and I found a big line with $1,032 earned. I was crazy, jumping in my terrace and cried like a baby. And my wife go on terrace and told me what happened, and I showed her what I'm doing, and I was a winner. I was a winner because in the next month I earned also about $6,000 with High Traffic Academy 1. So I continued to study, and I promoted many programs, and earned on a Warrior Forum, earned with the Jivuzzo, and many top marketers send me the offer for the joint venture programs launch, and today I have many hundred contacts with the top marketers, and I'm learning every day. This is the way, and learning every day and growing every day my English, my mindset, because Vic said 85% depend from your mindset, and everything you need is to study this every day. And I did, and I'm making every day this, and today I'm here to make in English. In English, you can listen me. I'm making in English my video testimonial for Vic Street's House and for High Traffic Academy 2. This is wonderful. So Vic, from my heart and from my family, thanks for changing my life in this way. Thank you very much. Ciao from Lino Curci and from Italy. Ciao.
That's amazing, isn't it? You know, that stuff, again, fires me up. Now, listen, my friend, here's what I'm going to tell you about discouragement. We all get discouraged at times, right? We all get discouraged. I get discouraged, right? Not as much as I used to, but sometimes we do get discouraged. And you know what keeps me straight? What keeps me going? I'm going to share it with you. Hopefully, it's going to make a difference for you. You know, like I said, it can be your family, it can be events, it can be somebody. Listen, it can be, you know, if you're just getting started, you're not seeing the results that you want to see yet, right? You might get discouraged. I'm going to challenge you to hang in there, my friend. You know what? As soon as you start seeing some success, you're going to have people who will try to pull you down. You're going to have some people who will be jealous of your success, and they'll be trying to throw, you know, they'll throw rocks at you, right? Metaphorically speaking. And that might get discouraged, bring you discouragement, right? I want you to know that, right? So that you're prepared. And when it comes to discouragement, here's what I'm going to tell you. Take a look at this. Here's a quote I would like to leave with you, okay? It really helped me get my mind straight when it comes to this discouragement stuff, right? It says this: you do not determine a man's greatness by his talent, his wealth, education, or possessions. You determine a man's greatness by what it takes to discourage him. Ouch! What does it take to discourage you? Do you know average person, you know, when they hit a roadblock 1 or 2 times, they get discouraged and they jump to something else, right? If you have a dream, I challenge you to hang on to it, my friend. You can do this, okay? You can do this. Now, what is the reason why so many people are not successful? Okay, when we're talking about our industry as marketers, right? If you're promoting a product, service, somebody else, if you're building a company, if you're building a team, whatever the thing is, right? we'll just call it internet marketing community, internet marketing space. Why are there so many people who are not successful, right? Well, I think it's because a lot of people are mystifying, a lot of the gurus, a lot of the teachers, deliberately or not deliberately, right? Intentionally or not intentionally, they're trying to make things so complicated that for an average person, it's hard to understand and follow. Okay, I've been there myself. I know what it's like. So what we're going to do is we're going to demystify this great mystery. Okay, this called money-making mystery. We're going to demystify it. You ready? Here's what you need to understand. Okay, I'm just going to break it down to you to the simplest form possible. Okay, if you want to make money, okay, here's what you need to focus on. Here's what you need to know. Okay, you need to master two things. You need to master traffic. Okay. Plus strategy equals conversion. Conversions. Now, everybody wants to get conversions. If you're promoting something, if you're building a team, if you're having, if you're driving traffic, right? What most marketers, the reason so many marketers are failing is because they get traffic and they are focusing on getting conversion. So over here, they have their product that they're selling. They're sending traffic directly to their product. Again, we touched upon this a little bit in video number 1, right? I walked you through that. What almost everybody lacking in our industry, and I've been in this space for 10 years, right? So I've seen a thing or two, right? What we need to focus on is we need to focus on traffic. That's a given. Okay, we're going to talk to, this video is all about traffic, okay? That's entirely about traffic. But instead of getting traffic and focusing on conversions, we need to master this thing called strategy, okay? And strategy consists of multiple things, okay? It consists of the 7 steps we talked about in the first video, which is another reason for you to watch that first video if you haven't. I'm telling you, if you haven't watched that video, make sure you watch it, okay? It consists of something I call invisible influence, okay? It also consists of something I call advanced. Well, actually, I'm just gonna simplify it for you. How about that? Give me one sec. I don't want to confuse you. I don't want to use the words that will be. Bottom line is, we'll get the 7 steps, and the 7 steps is going to include a lot of things, right? It's going to be picking your product for conversions. It's going to be about traffic generation, strategic positioning, and everything. Invisible influence, we're going to talk a great deal about in the next video. I've seen some comments. A lot of people are asking, Vic, can you talk about the hook? Can you talk about, when I get my, how to get more conversions? How do I position my lead magnet, all that stuff? I'm going to be covering all that in the next video, so you want to make sure you stay tuned for that, right? Watch my email. But thing number 3 in the strategy is something I call offer positioning. Okay? Offer positioning, I'm going to give you a little bit of an advanced kind of hint to what we're going to talk about in the next video here. Offer positioning, conversion is a byproduct. Okay, this will happen by default if you do certain things in a certain way in this part of the formula of the equation. Okay, when you have this down, this happens automatically. You're not gonna have to force people to buy your stuff. Here's a tip for you, right? We're gonna talk about that in the next video too. But I never, ever, ever force people to buy any of the stuff that I'm selling. I simply get traffic. Okay, I'm gonna walk you through how I do that today. Very, very awesome stuff. I focus a lot on this, and then I simply, for conversions, here's what I do. I simply allow prospects to become customers. Okay, the keyword here is allow. We're going to talk about that next video, and you're going to have a biggest breakthrough, at least that's my intention, is for you to have the biggest breakthrough of your career, and you're going to be like, wow, I got it now, and I can implement this, and I can get great results. Okay, that stuff is coming. So let's talk about traffic. Okay, let's go ahead and dive into this traffic. Now, for me personally, again, I'm just going to teach you the stuff that I implement and what I focus on when it comes to traffic. I've been a traffic student for the last probably at least 8 years now. And one area that I really wanted to master is traffic generation. When you master traffic, if you have a business, you need traffic, right? Bottom line. So I did not want to be casual about it. I wanted to be the best expert on traffic in the industry. Okay, and I studied, and I, traffic is my thing, right? That's what I'm really, really good at. And so when it comes to traffic, there is 3 pillars that I focus on, and I want to make sure that any traffic strategy that I'm investigating or possibly thinking about implementing, I want to make sure that it's going to be fast. Okay, I want to make sure the traffic is going to be scalable, and I want to make sure the traffic is going to be consistent. Does that make sense? So if I'm looking at the traffic source or a traffic, avenue or traffic generation method, if it doesn't meet these three criterias, all at the same, these 3 must be together, right? In other words, if the traffic is fast and not scalable, I'm not going to bother with it. Okay, I want to make sure that it's scalable, consistent, fast, scalable, and consistent. Okay. If you, a lot of gurus in our industry, they're going after, for example, like a JV traffic, right? And so a lot of these guys will gather up, right, and they will just promote an offer, or let's say they have a lunch or something like that, right? And they just email one other's list, right? And that's it's called joint venture, which is fine, right? It works, but it's limited. You see what I'm saying? It's not scalable. There's so many JV partners in the world that you can get to. Does that make sense? So when you're talking about like SEO, for example, a lot of people are just solely into SEO. It's fine, right? It can work, but it's not fast. It can take you a while, right, for that stuff to get momentum going. And it's not consistent because you're in the mercy of Google, right? Or whatever search engine that you're SEOing with. If they change their algorithm tomorrow, there goes your site, and you have to work at it again. So I want to make sure it's scalable, fast, scalable, and consistent. Does that make sense? Let me also give you my 6 rules of traffic. Okay, and this is just a friendly advice to you. That's something that I follow, and it really helped me become good at this business game, right? So my 6 rules of traffic are these: never follow the herd. All right. So especially if you're building a team, or if you are in a network marketing company, right? There's a lot of people promoting what you're promoting. What a lot of people tend to do is they tend to look at what everybody else is doing in that community, and they just follow the herd blindly. Okay, what you may not realize is there is something I call blind leading the blind syndrome. Okay, if somebody's going to teach you how to get $20,000 a month in income and they're not earning $500 a month, it's not going to work, right? Blind leading the blind. When it comes to traffic, a lot of people will try to sell you traffic. They have no clue how the traffic works, right? So never follow the herd. You want to rise above the noise, okay? Never depend on anybody for traffic, not your sponsor if you're in network marketing, not any one particular vendor, not any one particular broker. You never want to depend on anybody for traffic, okay? Just keep that in mind. Never depend on any one particular traffic source. And you know what? Early in my career, I actually learned this the hard way. I was playing with Google AdWords a lot, right? And back in like 2006, 2007, it was so easy to get traffic from Google. I mean, you can run a Google AdWords campaign, like right now, and you can be ranking on first page of Google for that AdWord, ad, like 15 minutes from now, right? It was very, very easy, very fast. And I was getting a bunch of traffic from them, right? And so that was my only traffic source at that time. And one morning I wake up and I look at my, analytics, my statistics, and I see my bid is like $10, and I used to pay like 13 cents. I'm like, what? Something's going on over here. $10, 13 cents to $10 per click. Something's got to be wrong here, right? Well, what happens is Google slapped me, right? Just like they did to hundreds of thousands of other marketers, just like that, just overnight. And because I was dependent on that one particular traffic source, right? I learned a lesson because my business was gone just like that. You never want to depend on any one particular traffic source at any one time, okay? Right now, a lot of people are going to Facebook. Great, it works. But if that's your only traffic source, listen, there will come a time to where Facebook is going to change their algorithm or something's going to happen, right? And if that's the only traffic source you're going to be out of the game. You don't want to be in that position, okay? Let's move on. Dig your own well. It's rule number 4, right? I want to have my own well of fresh water to drink out of, my friend. When it comes to traffic, you don't want to, again, it ties together with not depending on anybody, okay? You want to have your own well of traffic, and that's what I'm going to teach you how to do today, okay? Now, master traffic. My friend, I told you about this, right? If there is anything you're going to master as a marketer, master traffic, okay? Because traffic is as important as, the oxygen for the body is traffic to your business, okay? Simple as that. People who are not masters of traffic, they're just dabblers, right? They're not successful. you cannot be casual about this kind of stuff. You have to master it. Deliberately make a decision. You know what? I'm going to be the master at this stuff because I want to, if you want to control your paycheck, if you want to control how much money you're making, you have got to master traffic. Okay? And of course, strategies, but that's the second video. We're going to talk about that. Okay? So, last rule number 6 is be strategic and rise above the noise. Okay? So there's a lot of, when I say noise, there's a lot of, most marketers are doing about the same thing when it comes to traffic. Okay? What I want to do, and I'm going to walk you through this in just a minute here. What I want to do is I want to be very strategic in my marketing. Okay? Very strategic. And I want to raise myself as a marketer above the noise. It's going to do a few really, really cool things for you if you do that, and we're going to talk about that, okay? So what I want to do right now is I want to talk to you about Vic's traffic combo. Look at that guy. I think I've seen him somewhere. He looks so familiar. Have you seen that guy anywhere? All right, so I want to show you my traffic combo, my friend. And if you haven't never heard that word or that phrase, it's because Vic made it up, all right? I just made it up, literally. But that's something something I'm implementing in my business, and this combo gets me lots of really cool things, okay? Here, I'm going to show you, as soon as my board dries over here, you know what, we're not even going to edit this because this is a workshop, right? If you were standing here next to me, I couldn't say, pause that, let's edit this. Hey, it's a real thing, right? That's how Vic rolls. I hope you don't mind. All right, my board is dry. So Vic's combo, there's 3 things I'm focusing on. When it comes to traffic, this is going to be a big eye-opener for a lot of you. Even if you're a veteran here in this industry, all right, I'm pretty sure you're going to have some light bulbs going off right in your mind. And this strategy can probably add, I don't want to put any income claim here, but listen, this made me millions and millions of dollars. I'm literally sharing with you exactly what I do, okay? So number 1, here's my combo. I want to get instant traffic. Okay, we'll talk about that in a moment. Number 2, this is where most people stop, okay? Is they're trying to get instant traffic. And even with that, they're going and they're trying to fight one another, right? And trying to win this competition game. I don't play that game, right? Number 2, what I want is I want to layer on top of instant, this is where I start, I layer something I call invisible leverage. Okay, another way to put it would be talking and writing on the board doesn't go well, especially being on camera and you watching me, all right? Hey. All right, so here, another way I'm going to call this is supercharged organic. Okay? The reason I'm using these words is because it means exactly that. Okay, a lot of people go into like SEO and they want to have, the idea here is you want to have immediate boost of traffic, immediate flow of traffic, and then you want to have a very, sustainable, you want to have a consistent flow of traffic that would be a long-term kind of traffic. Does that make sense, right? And a lot of people rely on SEO. Well, I was able to figure out a really cool strategy, and I was testing in my business, right? And that's exactly how I got nearly 500,000 leads without spending a single dime on marketing, right? And that's supercharged organic. I'm going to walk you through that. When you combine these two together, you have an explosion in your business like you have never seen before. But I do something else, right? I'm not going to stop there. I do something I call, now that I got this working, and I'm going to walk you through this today, I do something I call traffic maximizer. All right. We're going to worry about spelling here because that's not about spelling. It's not a spelling class. It's a business traffic getting class, right? So this is my trio. Okay, that's my combo. That's my traffic combo. If I want to step into an industry, if I want to step into a company, if I want to step into and do a promotion or set up a campaign, and I literally want to go out there and just crush it, right? I don't want to be average. I want to do something that's pretty phenomenal, which I was able to do over and over and over and over again, if you've been following me for any period of time, right? I implement this. That's exactly what I implement, and it allows me to have huge, massive exposure very, very quickly. And that's how you go from like zero, literally, to scaling your campaign up to $400,000, $500,000 a month or a year, however much you want to make. You can literally control your destiny with this. Okay, so let me talk to you about instant traffic first here. Okay, so here are different ways to get instant traffic. Okay, some of them you probably heard about. We're just gonna fly through them, and then I want to walk you through and actually talk to you about a few that I would recommend you start with. Okay, so instant traffic. Here is some ideas for you. There's email media. It worked 7, 8 years ago, and it works today just as well as it worked 7 years ago. Okay, email media is awesome. If you're doing that, great. If you're not, you should be looking into that. Okay, banner display media. There is pay-per-click. There is pay-per-view. There's solo ads. There is private traffic resellers, there is traffic agencies, there is affiliate networks, CPA traffic. Let me talk to you something about CPA traffic. Once you get this instant traffic down, right? I'm gonna walk you through how to actually get this going. That's what you're like, Vic, how do I actually start, man? I want to walk you through. Okay, I got you covered. But once you've started that campaign, right, and it's proven to be effective, okay. It's bringing you positive return on your investment. What you can do is you go into a CPA network and you leverage CPA network. My friend, it can work unbelievably. You can literally get, you want 100,000 visitors, a day, easy. You want 400,000 visitors a day, easy. Okay, and I'll walk you through. You will be able to apply it in your business. But again, of course, we teach all this stuff inside of High Traffic Academy. I don't have the time luxury here to go into every single one here, but I'll give you an idea here. So social media, there's mobile traffic that's pretty hot, there's content syndication, there's retargeting, there's video content, there's video PPC. Video PPC now, by the way, is very hot, right? Video PPC it's a virgin territory. Not very many marketers are tapping into that, but video PPC is something you might want to look into, right? We're getting traffic for as low as 8 cents per click through video PPC right now, and we're getting leads, okay, literally opt-ins for as low as 30 cents, per opt-in. It's incredible, okay? And we actually have a whole division inside of High Traffic Academy Elite focusing specifically on video PPC because it's so hot right now. Okay, really, really amazing thing. You might want to look into it if you, if you haven't yet, because this is like right now. Video PPC is just like Google AdWords back in 2007. Okay, it's just phenomenal. Offline media, right, still works today. There is JV traffic, there is podcasting, there is traffic exchanges, there is social PPC, and there is much more. All right. So these are different ideas and different ways for you to get instant traffic, at least some of them, right? But what I want to do is, I want to keep it simple. I want to make this training relevant for you. Okay. I realize we have some people who are just getting started. Right? Maybe you haven't made any money yet. We also have some veterans watching this, so I'm going to cover both of those groups. Okay, I got you covered. Vic's got you covered. All right. So if I were you, let's say if I knowing what I now know, where would I start? If I was promoting, let's say a company, an opportunity, a product, right? Where would I start? You know what? Here's what I would start. I would dedicate $100, couple $100, however much you can, $50, right, to get some of this instant traffic going. And then immediately what I would do is I would implement invisible leverage, and you can explode your business very easily. Here is how you can do this, okay? So what I can do is I'm actually going to take you online here in just a minute, okay? First of all, you've seen probably, there's traffic resellers, people selling solo ads, right? People selling clicks, okay? You can start there if you want, okay? There is also a community. I'm a big fan of just getting started. Do something to where you can tap into other people's lists, okay? It's very easy. You just send them your link. You say, hey, I want my ad to go out to your list, okay? And when there are people clicking on your link, they're taken to your landing page. You're collecting those leads, right? And you're building your list. Pretty cool. There is a whole community of marketers, okay, who swap ads between one another, and it's called Safe Swaps. Okay, you can literally go to like safe-swaps.com, okay, this site right here, and I'm going to log in here in a minute and actually show you what it looks like on the inside. Now, I'm going to give you I'll give you a couple words of advice and a warning. Okay, I belong to this community, but I don't play with this community. Okay, let me explain to you what I mean. What these guys are doing, they have over 110,000 marketers. And what they do is they're swapping ads with one another, right? Exchanging the traffic. Really, really super fast way for you to build your list. To get this instant traffic going very, very quickly. You can literally submit your ad, you can swap with somebody, right? And you can literally have traffic hitting your site in the next 10 minutes. Okay, you can do that. Okay, it's there, it's available. And so when you go here, you'll see, right? I just logged in, clicked on Find Partner, and all these different marketers. There's tons of them over here. This person has 13,000, people on their list. There's their rankings over here, their reviews, as you can see, right? 3,500, 26,000, 40,000, so forth, right? There's people with over, hundreds of thousands of people on their lists. Now, here is my strategy. When I go here, I don't want to send, somebody's ad to my list. I want to keep my list very protected, okay? If you want to have high open rates, you want to protect your list. If you're on my list, I will never send you anything that I personally don't think that it's relevant and that would help you, okay? I never will promote anything. If you're on my list, you know this, right? I will never promote anything to you just to make a buck. I never do that, right? That's why my list is my biggest asset in my business. We're going to talk a lot about that in the next video when we're talking about strategy, right? But when I go to this community here, what I would like to do is if I want to tap into somebody's list, I'm going to contact them. You can literally click on them right here and, on any one of these guys, and you can say, you know what? Can I buy a solo ad from you? A solo ad is a standalone advertisement, an email with your link in it, okay, that goes to their list. So somebody else already built a list of 68,000 people or 300,000 people, right, or 100,000 people. You can see there's tons of them, guys, here. And I want to send my advertisement with my link, okay, that would be relevant for his audience, whatever the offer is, right? And he sends it out to his list. I'm going to pay him money to do that. And usually it's not that expensive. And so he takes my link with my ad, right, with my email, sends it to his list, and let's say it goes out to 100,000 people or 50,000 people. I can immediately get, 1,000 opt-ins, right, or 2,000 opt-ins to my list. So I'm getting some of this instant traffic very, very quickly, okay? So my goal is not to play with this in this realm for too long, because I want to this is literally like a jump start for me, right? I do a little bit of a push in the beginning, and then I want to go in here as quickly as possible, because that's where really, where the big boys are playing, like really, really big boys are playing, right? So that's one way of you getting started, right? Another site you can go to, listen, there is Warrior Forum, right? You can go to Warrior Forum very, very simply. There is a section called Joint Ventures over here, right? And just poke around. I'm sure you're going to find people who are selling solo ads. In other words, my friend, getting instant traffic is easy. Heck, you can go to Facebook and just run Facebook PPC. The other day, I started, I wanted to get some, I just wanted literally just out of the blue, I just said, you know what, I'm just going to run a Facebook PPC. Created my landing page very quickly with the system we're using inside of High Traffic Academy, which, by the way, I'm going to talk to you about in the next video. I know some of you guys asked about how do you create landing page, what tools and what resources I use. I'm going to cover all that in the next video. Super, super easy, okay? Anyway, so I created this quick landing page, put it up on Facebook. A few hours later, I was getting traffic for like 48 cents a click. Okay, super hot targeted traffic. People are opening my emails, opt-in rate is through the roof. I'm gonna walk you through that strategy, tomorrow. But bottom line is you can get this instant traffic, my friend, you can get it super quick. Okay, and there is lots of different ways. Again, we teach all this stuff inside of High Traffic Academy, but I want to get your thinking going. I want to get your mind going, right? On what you can do literally right now. Does that make sense? You're with me, okay? I don't want this training to be about exactly the how-to, because we're going to go on for like 8 hours over here, right? I want to respect your time. I want to give you the strategies. Strategy is the most important thing. One idea can make you a millionaire. One. I'm going to give you lots, okay? But one idea implemented can make you a millionaire. All right, so let's talk about something else, okay? So this is the fastest way, the super easy way. Anybody, even a complete newbie, can just get into that and start getting traffic right away, right now, right? Now, let me show you a little bit of a more advanced way of getting traffic. Let me ask you this. Let's say if you're promoting something that's of a mass appeal, okay? How to make money, how to lose weight, how to look younger, something that a lot of people would want, right? Maybe you're promoting an opportunity, right? So if it's a mass appeal product, right? How would you like to go? Let's say you go, somebody goes to Huffington Post right here, right? This site gets millions and millions of visitors every single day. How would you like your ad to be displayed over here? You think you can get some traction? Of course. Here's the problem. It's going to cost you a small fortune to get your ad over here if you go directly to Huffington Post, right? How about, well, look at this. Let's say somebody goes to Huffington Post, they go to business section, right? And you happen to have a product related to business, right? How would you like your ad to be showing over here, right? In this space, right? That's an advertisement over here, right? How can you do that? Well, again, if you don't know how to do this properly, you're going to spend a bunch of money on that, right? Let's say somebody goes to Fox News, right? And it looks like at the time of me filming this for you here right now, there is, this ad on Naked and Afraid, whatever this thing is, right? How would you like your ad to show on foxnews.com? Again, if it's something of a mass appeal, and this strategy I'm going to implement once I've tested some of those smaller strategies and I get the traction and I see my conversion rate and I see that I'm getting positive return on my investment, this is another step that I want to layer on top of it. It's still in this instant traffic arena. Does that make sense? Okay? So what we do is we scale it, right? And the way I'm going to scale this is, again, if I go directly to foxnews.com over here, it's going to cost me a small fortune to do this, right? But there is another way I can do this. I'm going to go to a good old site called advertising.com, okay? And when I get to advertising.com over here, I'm going to click on sponsored listings. You can actually get started for as little as $100 over here, okay? Anybody can do this. I'm going to click on this thing. Now check this out. Some of you guys may know this because if you guys in High Traffic Academy, you probably know this. But when I get this, right, when I get here to advertising.com, sponsored listing, over here, this is a network and they have contracts and specific deals with some of the biggest sites on the internet in virtually every industry, every niche. Okay, and I can go to advertising.com and I can advertise through their platform. Now check this out. Let's see what's available right now. Okay, Huffington Post, 34 available placements. I'm going to click on this and take a look at this. If I want to advertise on a run-off site, okay, the top bidder is going to cost me $3.89, and this page, right? I can get in front of 5 to 10 million views per day. Per day. Unlimited traffic. Okay? You say $3.89 top bidder? That's pretty crazy, and it is. Now here's a strategy. Now take a look at this column. Minimum bid is 30 cents. So I can pay anywhere from 30 cents up to $3.89. Okay? Here's a big tip for you. I never want to be a top bidder. Okay? I want to be about in a position between 4 and 7. Okay, as far as from the top. Now, if I'm in that position between 4 and 7, I'm going to be paying roughly about $1 per, about $1, okay, per click when I'm there, and it's way, way, way better, okay, than $3. And besides, I don't need to be the first bidder, okay. So that's a big tip for you. Now, let's say if I wanted to run on, let's say, on business section over here, right? It's going to cost $5, but minimum is 75 cents. Right? I want to be somewhere in between. And if you have a winning offer, my friend, you can literally get in front of, just in business section over here, 100 to 500,000 views per day. Does that make sense? I mean, this thing is unlimited virtually. There is another site I'm going to show you. Before we do that, let's have some fun here, right? We can go to like CNN Money, okay? 19 available positions here, okay? You can see different price points. So I can, again, this is a strategy, right, for you to explore. I can also go to all publishers, right? And you can see here they're categorized by the name, right? In alphabetical order. So ABC.com, you can literally be in any niche, any industry. Okay, you can be promoting anything as long as it's legal, obviously, as long as it's something you believe in, right? But we're talking health, wellness, education. You can be promoting virtually any product that's legal, right? And you can go to this network here and you can scale your campaign through them, paying pennies on the dollar. If you were to go directly to, let's say, if you were to go directly to AOL, right, or Huffington Post or any one of these sites, right, and again, it's alphabetical order, CNN.com, weather.com, right, if you go directly to those sites, it's going to cost you tons of money. You go through advertising.com, pennies on the dollar, all right, really cool. Another site I'm going to show you that you might want to explore is this right here. It's called Rev Content. Okay, Rev Content. is a very similar platform like advertising.com. These guys are serving 17 plus billion impressions per month. Insane. Okay, and so you can get on NBC.com, Yahoo, just some of the biggest sites in the world through Rev Content, and it's going to cost you pennies on the dollar. And with Rev Content, you can actually get started for as low as $25. Okay, just a little nugget here for you, my friend. Again, my intention is for you to start playing with these ideas. Okay, I don't want to go into too much details. That's something we teach in great detail in High Traffic Academy, but this is just, scratching the surface, but it's going to be enough for you to get yourself going. Does that make sense? Literally what I'm sharing with you right now, it can be enough for you to go out there and make $1 million if that's what you want. Okay, I kid you not. I'm not going to guarantee that, obviously, right? I can't guarantee you're going to wake up tomorrow or I'm going to wake up tomorrow, but it's possible. Does that make sense? Okay, does it make sense? Let me know in the comments if it does make sense. I want to make sure that you understand this. Okay, now once I get this traffic going, the next thing I want to do is I want to implement this layer. I want to layer this invisible leverage, supercharged organic on top of it. Okay, let me explain to you what that means. Let me get this erased over here. Okay. Now, this is where we hit, turn things into a different gear, okay, as a marketer. Very advanced material. I'm going to keep it very simple, okay? The strategy and psychology is what you need to understand here. The blueprint, right, the framework is really what you need to understand here. Don't let this intimidate you. It may sound like a complex thing, and it is. Right? If you're going to look at it from an implementation programming perspective. But I promise you, I don't have a clue on how to build a website. Okay? And I was able to implement this. You'll be able to implement it because you can actually get somebody else to do it for you as long as you understand the principle and psychology and strategy behind it. Okay? So this is a very, very, very stealthy way for you to get traffic, scale your business like crazy, and at the same time make a whole bunch of money and build your image up as a marketer. You ready for it? Okay? Supercharged organic. Here, it consists of this framework. Okay? So you are sending traffic to your landing page, yes? That's what you should be doing, at least. We talked about it in the last video. The traffic goes, most people are going to send this traffic from landing page directly to an offer. You're going to be smarter than that, right? We talked about it in the last video. So you're going to be sending that to something called a lead magnet or pre-frame, all right? Pre-frame lead magnet. Again, how do you create this page? How do you create this page? The psychology on how to get people to opt in, how to get those insane conversion rates on your landing pages and your sales. We're going to cover that in the next video, okay? Right now, since we're talking about traffic, I'm going to focus on that. So once they go through a lead magnet, and lead magnet takes them to the actual offer, okay? This is where you actually make money. All right? Now, your landing page is centered around whatever this lead magnet is, this pre-frame page. Does that make sense? Again, we're going to talk about that. You just need the strategy for now. Obviously, when you make a sale here, great. Now, what we need to understand, and we're going to have these arrows be represented for traffic. Okay, so this is your traffic. This entire strategy is built on a single on the biggest buying emotion. Okay, single biggest buying emotion, which is positive expectancy. Okay, let me explain to you what positive expectancy is. Very, very different way of looking at things, okay, when it comes to from a marketing perspective. So think about it. When somebody is going to, when you advertise, this is your ad, okay, let's say this is your ad right here. When they click on your ad, they get taken to your landing page, right? And then you're promoting whatever the offer you're promoting over here, or let's say you're promoting a business opportunity, right? How, a company, how to make money on the internet. Why would people want to be, why would people want to become part of what you're doing? Why would people want to buy what you're selling them, right? Why would they be interested in this? Well, they're interested in this because this is your prospect and he is not very happy, okay? And he wants to be over here where he is very happy, okay? And if we're talking about making money, he is not making money over here and he wants to make money over here. This product is going to be a means to an end, right? This is how he's gonna go from here to here. Well, where most marketers mess things up is they're trying to hammer this guy with saying, hey, you're gonna be happy, you're gonna be happy, you're gonna be happy, you're gonna be happy. And he goes, you know what? Forget you, man. I've been discouraged so many times, it's not even funny, right? I don't even know what's working now. I don't even know, if you're legit or not. And besides, I see that kind of I see everybody's pitching me like that, right? That's what's going on. That's the noise that we're dealing with, okay? You, being a smart marketer, what we do is we say, okay, he's here, he's not happy, he wants to be happy, he wants to make money. In order for him to go from beginning to making money, what are the 3 or 4 things he needs to focus on, okay? Let's make it 4. What are the 3 or 4 things he needs to focus on to start making money, okay? Again, if you watched video number 1, I walked you through some of these strategies, right? And if you pick them up, you should be applying them in your marketing. So step number 1 would be, right? It would be finding a product, all right? That's step number 1. Now, why would we want to do this like this, right? We want to create positive expectancy. Remember that, positive expectancy, positive expectancy, positive expectancy is what you're after, okay? Stay with me here. You're going to have a breakthrough. You're going to have an aha moment, okay? So that's step number 1, is in order for him to even make money, he needs to promote something, all right? So step number 1 is find a product. Step number 2, what does he need? He's got a product. He's not going to send a product directly, traffic directly to the product. We talked about it in the last video. He needs to position strategically, right? So strategy. Okay, again, last video, content, we talked about it. So once he's positioned strategically, then he needs to get some traffic, right? And then he can scale. All right? Now, pay attention. Here is where it gets fun. When I have this guy, okay, coming into my landing page, he opted in. Here's what's going to happen, okay? He sent me, he left me his email. Automatically, right, the system is going to, this first email he's going to get, he's going to say, hey, you just opted in to get this. So this email needs to be relevant to whatever this lead magnet is. Make sense? Okay? You got to be congruent. Okay? Again, you don't promote this in your email, you promote this because that's what he opted in for in the first place. You got to keep things congruent. Make sense? All right, perfect. Now, a lot of people are actually going to go through this funnel, and if you do a great job on the lead magnet, which we're going to talk about in the next video, you're going to have a lot of people actually buying this right from the get-go, right? When I implement this strategy in my business, this approach, I usually see anywhere from about 10 to 20% conversion rate on a product that would normally convert at about 1 to 2%, okay, without this. Does that make sense? So you're going to have about 10 to 20% of people buying this as they're going through this funnel, so there's going to be some cash flow coming in for you anyways. But that means that there's like 80 or 90% of people who did not buy. And what I want to do is I want to monetize them. I want to engage them, right? And I want to get closer to them. And here's what I'm going to do. Understanding the psychology and understanding what goes on behind, in this person's head, what he's thinking about, whatever this offer was, which, let's say this example is to make more money, have a better lifestyle, right? That's exactly the approach I'm going to take. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set up another email sequence to him, okay? And I'm going to send him an email. Can you see this? You can see this, yes? All right, cool. All right. Excuse me. I'm going to send him another email, maybe 3 days, 4 days later, okay? I just let him go through this funnel first. And then a few days later, I'm going to send him an email knowing where ultimately he wants to be, because that's what this is talking about that leads to this. Hope I'm making sense to you here, right? Stay with me. It can get complicated. It can go over your ears, but I'm sure you're confused. Pay attention. It's going to make sense, right? Now, here's what this email is going to say. This email is going to say, hey, I just recorded this free video for you. Okay? Click here to watch. This video is going to talk to you about the most critical step in how to start making money on the internet. I want to walk you through step number 1. It's free of charge. In fact, I just want to thank you for being my subscriber. I appreciate you. I want to bring you some value. Here's the first video. I'm going to walk you through the first step, what you need to focus on, what you need to understand to start making money that virtually nobody else is going to teach you. Okay? He's going to click on that link. right? And he's gonna see this video on this page. It's a simple page with a video on it. Not pitching anything, you're not selling anything, okay? What you do is knowing this, you know what? The first step is finding a product. So you're gonna talk to him in the first person. Here's another tip. When you're gonna shoot your video, right? Or when you're gonna do your content, remember, even though you're having a list, you're building a list, you wanna talk to one person. Like when I'm talking to you right now, even though we have thousands of people watching this, tens of thousands of people watching this right now, I'm talking to you. You, right? I'm talking to you and we have this connection. Does that make sense? Okay? That's something we're gonna talk about in the next video as well. Okay, so again, just giving you some tips here as I'm going. But the goal here is to give him value, okay? To bond with him and get closer to him. Does that make sense? Okay? So in this first video, I'm going to say, you know what? A lot of people want to make money and a lot of people are pitching products, but what you really need to understand is how to cut through the noise, how to cut through the clutter, right? And how to really identify a product that would be a winner, right? And you walk him through. The video can be 10, 15 minutes long. And you walk him through how to select a product. I taught you the strategy in the last video, right? I want the product to be competitive. I want this, whatever the thing is, right? And if this product is competitive, if ultimately you want to sell this, obviously you want to pull out all the features or all the potential downfalls of that product. Maybe this thing is competitive. Well, you're going to say, you know what? I want my product to be competitive. Here's why. Boom, 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 boom. And you teach him, right? And it's actually legit real stuff, right? I taught you some of that stuff in the last video. So you walk him through this first step, first milestone. You don't sell him anything, okay? He goes, wow, that was awesome. Thank you very much. And on his mind, his next thing is, okay, what do I do next, right? Give me more, tell me more, right? Below this video, here's what you can do. Again, I'm just giving you a strategy here, my friend. Here's what you can do, okay? You can say, hey, would you like to know more? Would you like me to walk you through? There is actually 3 more steps that you can go through. I would love to give it to you, right? I'm actually selling, it's a mini course that I'm selling right now. You can actually sell this, and I would encourage you to sell it. I would never encourage you to lie to anybody, right? You can actually set this up as a mini course, right? And you can say there's 2 or 3 more, modules coming up. You can buy it if you want for $47 or $97. You put the price point on it, whatever you think is fair, right? Or you can get it for free. And I would recommend you get it for free if you would like. Totally up to you. Again, you're being totally laid back, okay? Detached from the outcome, okay? You say, here's a link. All you need to do is you need to share this link and share it and refer 5 people to this link, okay? Once you refer 5 people, by the way, this number is going to be totally up to you. 3, 5, 10, 15, 20, whatever, right? Again, stay with me. If I'm starting to confuse you here, everything's going to make sense in just a few minutes, okay? Stay with me. You're going to say, share this link, and his link is going to be visible on this page. Share this link with 5 people, and you will actually get the second video or the next step totally free. Or you can buy it right now for $97. Most people, 95% of people, will actually opt in to share the link. Okay? Now, when they click on share the link, guess what this link is? Okay? It's an affiliate link from this prospect pointing directly to this landing page. And who is the owner of the landing page? You, right? Are you getting this? So what you're doing is you're creating this leverage, okay? Organic leverage. Now, we're just getting started here, okay? When he has, and you can actually set this to be a double opt-in for his affiliate stuff, right? You can set it to be a double opt-in so that, he doesn't share it with 5 people and it's the same person just opting in. You can actually have it to be, for people to confirm. It's all programmed in the system, okay? Behind the scenes, it's all PHP code, right? Don't worry about that. It's technical, complicated stuff. You don't need to know about that stuff, right? You need to know the strategy. But you tell them, you want to share it with 5 people or 3 people. I found 5 is kind of the magical number. And as soon as he hits that 5, okay, 5 opt-ins for you, he automatically gets another email from your system saying, hey, congratulations, all right? Congratulations, you rock, you awesome. You just made it, right? You have step number 2 or video number 2 just unlocked for you. A couple things happen in that prospect's mind. Number 1, he feels a sense of accomplishment, okay? Because he actually did something and he moved along, right? He feels better about himself. Second thing that happens is he became more connected and he just bonded more with you. Does that make sense? All right? So he has, in that same email, saying, hey, here's your link to second video. Boom. Okay? He sees the second video, and in the second video, you teach him this. You teach him the strategy, how to be different, how to run his business before even getting traffic, how to position, whatever this is going to be without selling this. You didn't get to that yet, right? But you're talking about strategy. You're giving them value, and in his mind, he's going to be like, you know what? I want to buy from this person. Whatever this person is selling is going to be very, very easy. By the time he gets to the end, he's going to be like, what do you recommend I buy? And you simply allow him to buy whatever you're selling over here, if it makes sense to him. Does that make sense? Okay, you see where I'm going with this? Now, in the process, what happens here is as he's getting, and guess what? Under this second video, again, a link, right? Refer, you can buy the rest of the series for 97 bucks, or you can, again, here's your link, send 5 more people, boom. You get yourself unlocked for the video number 3. Okay? So now, again, he's going to send you another 5. Here's what's going to happen. Some people, in fact, most people, when let's say they post this link on their social media, or maybe they share this link with their contacts or whatever, right? You know what's going to happen? Many times they'll actually send you 5, 10, 15, 20, sometimes 100. Okay? Just because the link is out there and there is just for the sheer of the amount of people that will be seeing that link, right? People are just going to be clicking, and it goes to your list, and you're building your list in the process, right? And at the same time, you're bonding with your prospect. Does that make sense? All right, is this good? You like this? All right, guess what? As soon as he hits that 5 again, he has another email. Congratulations, you rock. You are awesome, okay? Here is your 3rd, okay? And now you talk about traffic, and you give him one strategy, all right? 1 or 2 strategies. And that's where you become student of the game. That's where you need to be student of the game. That's where you need to understand this stuff. And the stuff I'm teaching you, again, we talked a lot about in the last video. We're going to talk more about this kind of stuff in the next video. We talk a great deal about this stuff in High Traffic Academy. And High Traffic Academy Elite, my goodness, is just a whole other level, all right? Anyways, hope you're getting this, all right? So, again, same thing, link, 5. If you just keep it to 3 videos, you say, Vic, I don't know how to do videos, man. I would love the strategy, but I don't know how to do the videos. Hang on, here's what you can do. If you don't know how to do videos, or if you're not a video type, or if you don't know your material yet, right? You can actually hire somebody to do it for you. It doesn't have to be you. You can go to Fiverr.com, you can get a talent, right? Somebody who can do this stuff for you. Just say, you know what? Teach me, or record a video, like a 30-minute video or 20-minute video on how to find a product. Here, watch Vic's training, send him to video number 1, this Total Domination series. You say, hey, watch this, right? And talk about finding a product. And have somebody pay somebody $5, $10, $15 to create this first video for you. Does that make sense? You pay somebody, you say, hey, watch this Total Domination training by Vic or whatever. You just explain it to them. It doesn't matter, as long as they get the concept. You talk, you say, hey, record a video on strategy for me, make it to be video number 2. You don't even have to be involved if you don't want to. I would recommend that you get involved and you actually put yourself out there if you're cool with that, if you're okay with being on camera, that kind of stuff. It's going to be better for you. But you can do that. You say, Vic, I don't understand how to program all that stuff. I don't understand it either. You can go to Odesk or Elance or Guru.com. You can get any PHP coder. Explain to them the strategy. All you need to understand is the strategy, okay? And that's all that matters, because you can get somebody to do it for you once you understand the strategy. Now I'm going to do a shameless plug for HTA Elite because it's just so awesome. Again, some of you are going to be joining HTA Elite, watching this. Again, already help people. We're going to be opening the doors to High Traffic Academy for the new enrollment of new group of students here shortly. And this stuff is what I'm teaching you. Listen, this I'm pulling out straight from High Traffic Academy Elite, right? And some of these ideas I'm sharing with you, they're coming from High Traffic Academy Elite. But this is just tiny bit of what we actually do. And so what we do is we actually have this whole thing programmed in and templated, so you can literally just plug and play the videos and links and everything, and it's all done for you right there. You don't even have to hire anybody, right? You get to a certain level in HTA Elite, you get it, all right? That's going to be available for you if you want. If not, doesn't matter. I'm not here to try to sell you HTA or whatever. It's going to be totally, I'm here to bring you strategies, okay? And this stuff works, okay? It can work for you, works for me, works for a lot of people, okay? So you're getting this. Let me give you a quick example, an idea, and I'm going to be super quick because we're going to be. So basically, my friend, what you just did is you just create yourself an unbelievable leverage because you have one person turning into multiple people, okay, over and over and over again. And all you need to do is you just need to start the first campaign, get the ball rolling, and here's what it's going to do. It's going to snowball. It's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's the law of compound. This, let me give you some ideas. I actually, from my personal experience, here's what I see. This is what I see, okay? I'm just going to share it with you, the power of this strategy. Now, again, you can see why people are charging $25,000 up to $50,000 for this kind of stuff, right? Now, if you just got 100 leads, okay, do you think you can get, with what I shared with you, do you think you can get 100 leads to your list? Easy, right? With just what I shared with you right now, you can probably get 1,000 or a few thousand leads. But let's just be ridiculously low, right? Let's just say you only got 100 leads to your list. Here's what I see. Not everybody's going to engage in that process. About 30% will, okay? So I'm just going to give you, a snapshot of what I see happening in my business, okay? So out of 100 leads, 30 will bring you, if they go through just the 3 videos. You can have 4, you can have 5, you can have however many, right? Let's just, for this example's sake, you just have 5 referrals per video. You're going to have 3 videos, right? And each lead is going to refer you 15 other leads, okay? Each leads that actually gets engaged in this process. Again, about 30% will out of 100. So 30 times 15, okay? You're looking at 450 leads. So you just turned your first 100 leads into 450 leads without spending a single red cent on marketing, all organically, and you build a tremendous goodwill with these 450 people. Now, not everybody's going to do this again. Again, 30%, so 30% of 450 is 135, okay, times 15. You're looking at 2,025 leads, okay, free, organically, all right, super qualified, all right, super targeted. Again, about 30% of that is 607, about, right, times 15, you're looking at 9,105, okay? 9,105 leads, okay? You don't have to pay any money for it, okay? It's all organic. 30% of that, 2731, okay, times 15, 40,965, okay? 30% of that, about 12,289. I'm not really good with math, so I had to write these down because that's the kind of numbers I see in my business. 184,340 roughly, okay? And about, if you do it one, if you continue to roll it, obviously it's going to snowball on you. Just to give you an example here in hold on, talking and writing doesn't go together with me. All right, 30% of 184 is 55,000, just over 55,000. You can turn yourself into, you can turn your list into 800,000 plus, okay? So the number I showed you at the beginning of this video, my friend, is the strategy that I just explained to you in action, okay? And I was able to get nearly 500,000 leads without spending a single dime on marketing. And the best thing is once you have this machine, it works over and over and over and over and over for you, okay? Now what happens is now you have this instant traffic, okay? That's your job right here. You get this instant traffic, you do this big push, right? And then you implement that organic leverage, okay? Or that invisible leverage. All right? And then number 3 is traffic maximizer. Maximizer. All right? Now, traffic maximizer, what I just showed you right here is these 2. Okay? Now, my friend, traffic maximizer is I'm going to actually get me a red marker. Traffic maximizer is whatever you have going on over here, Traffic maximizer is a fancy word for retargeting. And I'm sure you probably heard about retargeting, right? Everybody's talking about it. When we introduced the retargeting concept in High Traffic Academy 1.0 in 2012, there is now people just selling courses, standalone courses, and charging $2,000 just on retargeting training alone. Retargeting, you should be retargeting every single campaign that you do, every single traffic generation, regardless what direction it comes from, you should be retargeting those people, because retargeting, I'm not going to get into this right now, we don't have the time, but retargeting is essentially when somebody hits your page, if they didn't take action, right, you're just following them on the internet, and they're going to be seeing your ads everywhere, on CNN.com, anywhere they go, they're going to be seeing your whatever your landing page was, right, your banners, right, and so you're wrapping this retargeting thing around your entire business model. Again, terrible demonstration of this concept in this picture, but you get the point. So retargeting is a category in of itself, and it should wrap around everything you do as a marketer, okay? Again, I just don't have the time to get into this stuff unless, you want to be here for another hour or something like that, but I can teach you retargeting. Does this make sense? Did I confuse you? Let me know in the comments. When it comes to traffic, I know your head might be spinning right now, and that's a good thing, right? Think about it, right? Don't let this stuff overwhelm you. This stuff is simple. You just need to understand the strategies, you need to take action, you need to be very strategic about your business, all right? So my friend, here is what I'm going to do. We're going to actually end this video right now. Hope it was helpful for you. Hope I was able to bring you a nugget or two, right? Hopefully you got something out of it. And you can, implement it in your business and go out there and, and just see how it works, okay? What I would like for you to do is a couple things, two things, okay? Number one, I know that, some people will be asking about, hey, can you share with us some more instant traffic methods, specific methods, right? Again, I don't have the time luxury in this video. We teach a lot of that stuff inside of High Traffic Academy, but here's what I'm willing to do for you. If you are not following my stuff on Facebook yet, make sure you do, because on Facebook, I'll be posting more training, right, as the time goes on. In fact, starting very soon here, I'll be posting specific mini trainings specifically on instant traffic getting methods, right, that you can get the ball rolling with, okay? So if you're not following us on Facebook yet, make sure you just hit that like button, and make sure to select get notifications. I think on Facebook, that's how it works right now. So you can get notified when I put up new stuff out there, right? You can know what's going on, and you can get this stuff for free. Second thing is, if you have a question, and most important, I'd like to hear what you're thinking about this stuff. If it makes sense, if you've got your head spinning a little bit, right? If if you're going to implement this, right? If what you think about this in general, right? Was I able to explain it to you that it made sense? If you have any questions, post them in the comments below. I do read every single comment, and I'll be looking at your questions. I'll be looking at your comments, and I would appreciate your feedback. Okay, that's the only thing I'm going to ask from you is let me know your feedback. Okay, I want to make sure that I was able to serve you. And I definitely looking forward to seeing you in the next video. In the next video, we're going to be talking about conversions, insane conversions, how to engineer insane conversions in your marketing so you can get insane opt-in rates, you can get insane open rates, insane sales percentages, right? It's going to be very fun, and I look forward to seeing you there. Until then, stay awesome. God bless you. Let me know what you thought about this stuff. Make sure you hit that like button, follow us on Facebook, and I will see you in the next video. I'll be making that in the next couple days, and I will email you when it's ready. All right? See you next time.